Have you noticed yourself walking more slowly lately? Or suddenly feeling a dull ache in your ankles or knees, even though there was no obvious injury? That is not necessarily a sign of aging, as you might think. It is actually a warning signal from your body telling you that an important group of muscles is being neglected, and if you do not take action soon, it could directly impact your mobility and independence in the future. In today's video, I am going to share with you a surprisingly simple tip that can completely change the way you walk in just a few weeks of practice. So, if you truly care about your health and safety at this stage in life, make sure to watch until the very end. Before we begin, drop a comment below saying something like, "I want to walk with confidence every day," as your personal commitment to your own health. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button, because simple but powerful tips like this are the easiest way to protect your independence, confidence, and safety, no matter what age you are. So what exactly is turning walking, a form of exercise once considered highly beneficial, into something many older adults are starting to avoid? Let us take a look at the most common problems that people silently struggle with every day. For younger folks, walking feels completely natural, but as we age, those light, effortless steps we once took begin to feel heavy, tiring, and unstable. Many older adults say they get tired very quickly, even on short walks. They experience leg fatigue, shortness of breath, and a general lack of stamina much sooner than before. Some begin to drag their feet, making it easy to trip over things like rug edges, door thresholds, or even erased tile obstacles they never used to notice. All of this not only affects quality of life, but also quietly increases the risk of falling, the leading cause of serious injuries in older adults. Additionally, many people start experiencing recurring aches in the ankles, knees, or hips when walking. At first, it might just feel like a bit of soreness, but over time it lingers and becomes a clear barrier to movement, especially when walking downhill or going upstairs. The legs can feel weak, unstable, almost out of control, making each step feel like a mental battle. Instead of feeling free and at ease when stepping outside, many begin to feel anxious. Will I trip today? Or can I even make it up these stairs? So why is this happening? The answer does not lie solely in aging. It actually comes down to one specific reason, a critical missing link in the body that often gets overlooked, a group of muscles responsible for lifting the front of your foot when you walk, particularly the tibialis anterior. The tibialis anterior muscle sits along the front of your lower leg, running from just below your knee down to your ankle. It may be small, but it plays a major role in every single step you take. Its main function is to lift your toes upward each time you walk. This movement prevents the front of your foot from dragging on the ground, reducing your chances of tripping, slipping, or stumbling. Picture this: each step you take involves a rhythm of lifting your foot, stepping forward, and setting it down. If your toes do not lift high enough, even a small pebble rug edge or low threshold can send you tumbling. That is exactly what happens when your tibialis anterior becomes weaker over time, especially in older adults. But the tibialis anterior does more than just lift your toes. It also stabilizes your ankles, helping you stay balanced while walking, particularly on downhill slopes, slippery surfaces, or uneven terrain. When it functions well, it reduces strain on your knees and hips by distributing pressure more evenly, which helps protect your larger joints from damage. But if it is weak, that pressure shifts down to your ankles, leading to quicker fatigue, soreness, and over time, a decline in balance and stability. And because of its position not easily felt or seen, this muscle often goes unnoticed and untrained in regular exercise routines. If you find yourself walking less steadily, tiring quickly, hesitating on stairs, or feeling self-conscious, walking through crowds, there is a good chance this muscle has weakened without you even realizing it. Loss of strength in the tibialis anterior not only increases your risk of falling, which is especially dangerous for older adults, but also directly impacts your quality of life. Once you start doubting your own steps, you may gradually avoid going out, shy away from movement, and slowly retreat into fear. A small muscle with big consequences both physically and mentally. But the good news is, with just one simple exercise, you can reawaken this important muscle group, helping you walk with more stability, ease, and safety every day. Right now, I am going to show you a 3-minute exercise. You can do at home without any equipment, one that can make a huge difference in the way you move. Let me walk you through the Tib Raise, a small tip that can bring major results when practiced consistently every day. This exercise is simple, but it directly targets the tibialis anterior muscle, helping restore your ability to lift your toes, strengthen your ankles, improve your walking posture, and most importantly, reduce your risk of falling. Do it daily, and in just a few weeks, you will feel yourself walking lighter, steadier, and more fluidly. Here is how to do it. Start with a simple but essential position. Stand up straight with your back and shoulders lightly resting against a solid wall. This is not just physical support. It helps bring your mind into a calm, focused state, ready to reconnect with your body. Then gently step both heels forward about 12 inches or approximately 30 centimeters away from the wall. This is the ideal distance to lean forward slightly while staying safe and balanced. Slightly bend your knees. This helps you avoid locking the joints, which many people do unconsciously when trying to stand firm. Keep your lower body relaxed and ready to engage. Next, place your feet shoulder width apart. This is your body's most naturally stable stance, offering the support you need for the movement ahead. Make sure you feel steady without wobbling or shifting your weight too far forward or back. Once everything is set, it is time to move into the heart of the exercise, the part that will truly awaken this long-forgotten muscle. Slowly lift the front of your feet and toes off the ground. If this is your first time trying it, it might feel strange, but do not worry. Hold this position for about 1 to 2 seconds. In that brief moment, you will feel a slight stretch or tension along the front of your shin. That is your tibialis anterior kicking in. This muscle is crucial for controlling every step, especially when climbing stairs, stopping suddenly, or balancing on uneven ground. After holding for 1 to 2 seconds, lower your toes back down slowly and with control. Do not drop them quickly or let them fall. You want to manage the entire movement from start to finish, as if you were guiding every inch of your body with intention. The slower you go, the more you will feel the muscle working. And that is what gives this exercise its true power. This is not about doing it fast. It is about mastering every tiny motion. In your first week, aim for 3 sets each day. Each set should include 10 to 15 repetitions, depending on your fitness level and how well you can control the motion. Between sets, rest for 30 seconds to 1 minute to let your legs recover. If you feel a slight burn or shaking in your shins while doing this, congratulations. That is a great sign. Your body is listening, responding and reactivating muscles that have been dormant for far too long. Once you are comfortable with the basic movement, you can naturally increase the difficulty. Just step farther away from the wall or hold the raised toe position longer, say 3 to 5 seconds instead of just 1. This adds more pressure to the muscles, helping them build endurance and fine control over your leg movements. And if you are ready for a real challenge, there is an advanced variation called the Tib plank. In this version, your shoulders still rest against the wall, but your lower body extends straight out in front of you, forming a slanted line like a plank. This position increases the gravitational pull on your shins, forcing the tibialis anterior to work even harder each time you lift your toes. With its higher intensity, the Tib plank helps you build powerful strength and better balance, useful for real-life moments, like stepping up onto a curb, crossing the street, or stopping suddenly. But the Tib Raise is not just a physical workout. It is a mental reset, a tool to help you reclaim your confidence in movement. When you feel each muscle working with precision and control, you begin to trust your body again. Stairs no longer intimidate you. Crosswalks no longer make you nervous. Most importantly, you feel like you are back in charge of every step you take. Age, injuries, or a sedentary lifestyle may have made your body forget how to move properly. But if you are willing to start again, even with the smallest movements, recovery is always possible. The Tib Raise is a reminder that it is never too late to refresh your body, because freedom of movement is not something that gets taken away. It is only something that gets temporarily lost. And now you have the power to reclaim it, one strong, confident step at a time. No matter how good an exercise is, it will not bring real results if you only do it a few times and then forget about it. The true power of the Tib Raise or any other exercise lies in consistent, quiet daily practice. It should become a natural part of your routine, not something that feels like a burden. So how do you turn a small exercise into an essential part of your everyday life? Especially for older adults, when memory, motivation, and even time may not be what they once were. The answer is, keep it simple and tie it to familiar moments in your daily routine. For example, you can do the exercise right after brushing your teeth in the morning, or while waiting for water to boil for tea. By attaching it to a habit you already have, you remove the need to remember to do it. Instead, it just becomes something you do naturally out of habit. You can also create gentle reminders around your living space. A small sticky note on your bathroom mirror that says, "Have you done your Tib Raises today?" Or a soft alarm at 7:30 in the morning. Not loud, just a gentle nudge can help you keep up the habit without pressure. Try keeping a simple health journal. Nothing fancy, just a mark on the calendar each day after you finish your workout, or a quick note like, "Did 3 sets today, feeling stronger." After a few weeks, you will be amazed at how much you have done. That sense of progress, even the smallest kind, is a powerful boost to keep going. And if you have a friend your age, a close neighbor, or a spouse who also wants to improve their health, invite them to join you. Working out together not only increases motivation, but also builds positive connection. It turns your exercise from a physical routine into something joyful and shared. A good habit does not need to start with perfection. It begins with one single moment when you choose not to quit. And if you can do the Tib Raise today, you have already taken a meaningful first step towards strength and stability. Now, if you are still wondering, will this exercise really make a difference? The next part will show you, with just a few weeks of consistency, your body will respond with changes that are real, noticeable, and absolutely worth looking forward to. You do not need to wait for months to see results. With the Tib Raise, many older adults have started to notice small but meaningful changes after just 2 to 3 weeks of daily practice, especially in the way they walk. One of the first things people often report is that their feet no longer feel like they are dragging. Their steps become lighter, more deliberate. They no longer feel like they have to lift their feet off the floor with effort or worry about tripping over the edge of a rug or a raised doorstep. The confidence to step outside, whether it is for grocery shopping, a stroll in the park, or just going up a few stairs, begins to return naturally without hesitation. Many who practiced consistently for 1 month shared that they felt less leg fatigue during long walks, especially when standing for long periods in places like the bank clinic or while waiting for the bus. Their bodies felt more balanced, more grounded, especially on uneven sidewalks or slippery tiled floors. And for those who used to suffer from dull ankle or knee pain due to poor force distribution, while walking, this exercise has noticeably helped relieve that discomfort. When the tibialis anterior is properly engaged and strong, the joints are no longer overloaded. This reduces the strain on the knees, hips, and ankles. The amazing part is, the improvement is not just physical, it is also mental. After just a few weeks of steady practice, older adults often report feeling more in control, more aware of their body. That feeling of control boosts their confidence in walking and even inspires them to maintain other healthy habits, eating better, sleeping on time, and simply enjoying life more. And one important thing to remember, this is a lasting benefit. The exercise does not just fix a temporary symptom. It helps rebuild a stronger foundation from the inside by reactivating a forgotten muscle and rekindling a proactive mindset around movement. Just a few minutes a day, no equipment, no cost, but in return, you gain strength in your steps, preserve your independence, and most importantly, regain the belief that aging can still mean improving, changing, and living with more positivity every day. And to prove that this is more than just theory, let us listen to real stories from real people who have faced similar challenges. They are living proof that if you start the right way, your body can still change for the better, one day at a time. Linda, 68 years old, once shared that every time she stepped outside, she felt anxious. Not because of the weather, but because the fear of falling was always on her mind. Just a few months earlier, she had stumbled while stepping down from her porch. Thankfully, she did not break any bones, but from that day on, every step became hesitant, unsure. Even though she still walked every day, she felt her legs growing weaker. Some days after a trip to the market, her legs felt completely worn out, like she had climbed a mountain. She began relying on a cane, even though she never truly wanted to. One day at her local senior wellness group, a friend introduced her to the Tib Raise, a simple, easy exercise that takes only a few minutes a day, but was highly recommended by experts for older adults with balance issues. At first, Linda was skeptical, but she thought, why not? It cannot hurt to try. So she started doing it every morning after brushing her teeth, standing by her kitchen wall, lifting her toes just like the instructions said. After just 2 weeks, she began to feel her steps getting lighter. After 1 month, she was walking in the park without her cane. No more trembling when stepping down onto the path. And for the first time in years, she felt confident enough to visit her daughter in another state. No longer afraid of struggling through the airport or train station. She shared at a group meeting, "I never thought something so small could give me back so much control. Now I do not just walk better, I feel 10 years younger simply because I chose to start over with a muscle." I had forgotten existed. Linda's story is not an exception. Every older adult can rewrite their movement story, starting with one step, one exercise, one small decision each day. There is no miracle that happens overnight, but big changes often begin with small actions, a 3-minute daily workout, a tiny overlooked muscle, or simply a decision. Today, I will get up, move, and reclaim my confidence. Growing older does not mean accepting weakness. It can be a new chapter 1 where you live more slowly but more deeply, where you walk more carefully but with more control and confidence. And the Tib Raise may just be the first step in that transformation. If you are still watching it, means you truly care about your health, and that is already a fantastic beginning. So tomorrow, or better yet, right after this video ends, stand up. Try the exercise and feel the difference it can make. Before you go, leave a comment below, like "I choose to walk with strength every day" as your personal promise. And do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss more valuable tips about health movement and aging with vitality. Let us spread this positive message together, because every strong step today leads to a freer, happier tomorrow.